Hey guys, it's Gadget, and yeah, I haven't been on this thing in a while and stuff. I usually try to do from the phone and everything, and you saw a live feed the other day. Well, for those of you who don't watch the live feed or if I curse, sometimes you guys can't see it. So I'm gonna try not to curse in this one because of the filters and everything. I forgot about those. But I wanted to let you guys know on what's been going on lately. And first, this is the book. These are all the notes people have been giving me to fix the book. I also got permission for some copyright stuff that I can change now and don't have to. I still can't do the Lego stuff. I can't do the Hasbro stuff or anything like that. But I did get permission for copyright on certain things. Also, the fact that stuff on his dad is public knowledge and it can be found on any local newspaper out there in the United Kingdom and stuff, as well as part of the play, but I'm going to basically, even though it's technically public knowledge and everything, I'm still going to alter the play and everything and stuff, but the name is in the free domain as well as something else that just made 10 years or 10 seasons and everything. So I'm allowed to do those as free domain. I just got to cite them and everything that all rights remain and stuff. So I have to re-edit that part. I also went through my notes again and everyone said, put in about the necklace that's the ring, what it says and everything. Even though you don't wear yours because he broke your heart, just put in about the necklace, what you that necklace meant to the two of you as your friendship. Put in the fact of all the other things. Everyone wants me to put back some of the stuff that, but I figured it would be clues to who the person is and everything and stuff, unless you watch the YouTubes. But we don't know. I'll read through and everything because it's a lot of stuff. There was so many things. Like, he had promised me so many things. He had autographs for me. He had all this other stuff and all that things. And like my friends and people who have been proofreading it said, up until his dad went into the hospital and all the other stuff, everything was fine in the book. He was your boyfriend. It's just too many people put their hands in the cookie jar and basically didn't leave either one of you with anything left to work with. He was going based on that. You were going based on what you were seeing. I said, I know. And the ending of this book doesn't change until we know what's going on. And I went to the P.O. box. There is still no word or anything. I'm also waiting for one of my friends to send me the Skype link that they were doing so I could talk to them and everything. But it seems Skype doesn't have, can't, there's no link or anything, and no, you know what I mean? So I'm wondering what happened with that one. There hasn't been any phone calls except maybe for two that I don't know, but they could have been just job offers or things testing my phone system and stuff, but that's okay. And this is the first time this picture has actually ever been clear, so I'm very shocked on this and everything. What else has been going on? This I'm going tomorrow to check on the glasses to see if this place will actually do them because, like I said, a lot of people don't know how to do things, and boy, that thing's acting up right now. I guess there's a lot of things I have to chime in. Oh, and also I can show you the picture. What happened was before Mother's Day, I was looking at some flowers and everything because I always look at flowers. I love bringing flowers into the house and everything. I loved when Christopher had given me the 6 blue roses to make up for the last fights we've had and everything. But Luke had to ruin that one and everything and stuff, you know? So, yeah, so things like that and everything. But was looking and they were $10 and I didn't have that money on me because I was saving that for like lunch or something and stuff like that. So, as I was walking away, the gentleman who was trying to sell me the flowers and everything said, "Here, these are for you." And I said, "Oh, I didn't want them. I'm sorry. I thought you didn't think I wanted them." He goes, "No, no, no, they're for you. The gentleman over there said for the girl to make her smile again." And it's this older gentleman that's really nice in the neighborhood and everything. He knows the situation with me and Christopher. He knows the situation with everything because he was on my bus one time too. And he basically said to me, like, if that boy came back to you 4 times of his own free will and basically asked you back, there is something there. Be it friendship, be it more, but you got the raw end of the deal the way he got the raw end of the deal. And then I told him what happened. He goes, that boy is also lost. He doesn't know what he had. From what I'm seeing, you're a good person and everything. And his friends missed out on an opportunity by him throwing you away because he threw away an opportunity. Because from what I can see and how you treat people in the neighborhood and on the bus, because that's what the older he has to be about, like my grandfather would have been my grandfather's age. You know, if my grandfather didn't pass away at the age that he did, reminds me of him too. You know, so the guy said, and he just waved to me and he gave them flowers. So they were roses and lilies. Now I like blue roses, but these are very pretty. And I like lilies because my grandmother used to have lilies in the house and everything. And I love the fact they look like a star. And one of them opened last night while I was sleeping. So let me show you the first picture of them. See, they're just starting to open up now, but the older gentleman bought those for me and it opened up last night while I was sleeping. And I can't wait to see if the other one opens now. I want to go check it now and everything. But they're very pretty. Like, see, look, see, it's a very pretty set. And it's sad because of everything. But I got my mom flowers for Mother's Day, even though with all the fights and everything and stuff. And what else? Not much. Like I said, I wish that things were different, but that was all on him. It's not me. And a lot of people can tell you that and everything. And I don't do Mother's Day and I don't do anything, but it was very nice of the gentleman because he said he was tired of seeing me not smiling. Because you can only keep up a smile so far, you know? And I gotta stop crying because of everything because I just reminded my grandfather and stuff. But anyway, none of that. But like I said, this. What else? I've tried to extend the olive branch to people. I unblocked Anthony and Rachel from Skype. I mean, this was casualties of this war that was going on that I didn't start, you see? And then a lot of my friends are going like, his screen has gone black and everything. And I'm like, yeah, and he does that when he wants attention. It doesn't faze me or anything, but I did want to show you guys something I did find. And it's on one of those posts that it says, she really likes you, but she isn't going to beg you to be her boyfriend. So that's the thing. I never begged him to be the boyfriend. Never did. I never expected him to actually honor that because I knew he was going to be a coward and chicken out. He was going to let his friends do it, but I thought he was going to stand up at the same time and try to work with me and grow with me, but that's the problem. So I wanted you guys to read this with me and everything, and I'll try to put a link on this as well to this. It says, there's a girl here. She's a pretty normal girl who has dreams and aspirations for herself. She is smart and she keeps things real. She has her own little fantasies, but does not live up to the clouds. Does not live up in the clouds. She keeps her feet on the ground, but she always has her eyes on greater things. She's interested in you. She wants to get to know you better. She thinks there are potentials there, and it would be a shame if it were to be left untapped. She is willing to put the work in to make sure that you like her and that you establish harmony in whatever relationship you will have together. So like I said, friends or more. She is willing to expose more of herself to you in an effort to make you feel safe, secure, and comfortable in her. She wants to gain your trust. She's willing to do what is necessary to make it happen. She is going to be mindful of her words and sensitive to your feelings. I'm blunt. She will do everything in her power to make you happy, to make you feel like every moment with her is pure bliss. She will make time for you no matter how busy she is because she knows that's part of the package. Let's see. I left my apartment in shambles. My eyes are, I'm tearing. I almost lost my job for him. I made time late at night to watch TV with him. Yeah, that's part of the package. She isn't going to be complacent. She is going to be a team player, though, through and through. You can always count on her to be there for you. He always could. He just couldn't see it because everybody else was blinding him. You can always be assured that she's willing to put in the effort to make things work with you. I have made YouTube videos and have took a trip that cost me my niece and my nephew and my sister. Trust me, he threw away an opportunity. But let's continue on with this. However, you should know that there is a stark difference between putting in the work and just throwing, thank you, and just throwing herself at your feet. She will never be the type of person who resorts to groveling and begging to gain your affections. Nope. See? No. These YouTubes were just to point out that he was a lying no good to me when he let his friends do what he did. She will not compromise her sense of self-worth or her dignity for your approval. Hi, guys. Remember that? And why I said, please help stop the bullying, and why I confronted all of you? I don't need your approval to date him. I don't need his approval in the sense of, like, to tell me that, don't change me, okay? She will never deliberately put herself down for the benefit of a man who wouldn't do the same for her. Yeah. Are we starting to see a pattern here? She might be interested in a love affair with you, but that doesn't mean she's going to stop loving herself in the process. Oh, I wish you guys go back to my YouTubes and see, because it doesn't only concern Christopher, it's also my other exes. But do you see what I mean? This is starting to sound familiar, isn't it? She has the time for men when they show that they are willing to set aside time for her. Let's see the trip. He ignored me. His dad made him hang out with me. He was more concerned with his podcast that never happened than me downstairs. And he wonders why the trip went to hell in a handbag. She is going to exert the effort for men who are willing to reciprocate that effort with gratitude and love. And you wonder why I'm bitter right now. However, she has neither the time nor the patience to swoon over a man who just isn't worth it, whose affections are far from desirable. And he wonders why we fought those 2 times. And why all my other exes wonder why I fought with them. If you don't have time for me, I don't have time for you. She is the type of girl who doesn't have to patiently point out all of her good assets and qualities to you as if you were mentally challenged. You should have already known that. You knew me for 4 years, Christopher. And my other exes, you knew me for about a year or 2 years before you even asked me out. I guess you are. I don't want to say it. No. Because that would stoop me down to when Rika said that all New York. No. I'm not stooping to that level. No. She clearly's a good catch with how she presents herself, how she goes about life, and how she tackles her daily goals. Let's see. I have to deal with the things that are in my household, and Christopher knows all those things. I have to deal with work. I have to deal with illnesses. I have to deal with making sure my life is set, that I'm good for somebody, in case they need me to be there. But I guess that went on deaf ears with all my exes, not only Christopher, but all my exes and his friends and their friends, except for a few friends. She shouldn't have to put up a personal billboard advertising her personality in order to catch your attention, as if you were a potential customer. Oh my God. I guess someone has either been watching my YouTubes, because clearly this sounds so familiar. You should also be the one who makes the effort to seek her out, to learn more about her, to discover the depths of her being. What have I been asking him? Get to know me. His friends get to know me. Even all my other exes get to know me. Interesting. Oh, this is very interesting. You should be willing to embrace the challenge of letting another soul take a peek into your life. If you aren't, then you're going to let a great girl slip from your grasp. Really? And yet, see, that's validated by the fact that him and his sister have a mutual friend that I can show you the email with when she thought she was going to have to yell at me and turned out I was a good match for him. Like other people, the same like all my other ones. They never give me a friggin' chance. You know? They always throw me away because they think the grass is green on the other side. Now let's see what this other line says. Because like I said, I'll give you the link to this. You guys can read it. Other men would absolutely do whatever it takes to be in the position that you're in. Yeah, there's one I know of that would, but he's too young for me. You have somehow managed to pique her interest, and you probably don't deserve it. Yeah, you don't deserve it. You cannot afford to throw away your shot. You did. Don't be so demanding as to always want her to dress up in the fanciest and most lavishest clothes. Don't try to turn me into somebody I'm not, basically. Or make me into someone you couldn't get because they couldn't come see you anymore. Ooh, that's a good one. It says, don't be so conceited as to always demand her to throw smiles and kisses your way on a constant bias. Does he, guys, my ex is Chris, oh God, this is, whoa, yeah. If you feel like she needs to satisfy your ego in too many unreasonable ways, then you definitely don't deserve her. Leo much? Christopher's a Leo, by the way. Their egos are like, just change. Yeah, Leo, ego, yep. Okay, let's see. Well, I also had, let's see, it was another Leo, there was a Gemini, there was, yeah, no. Let's see. You are not the man who's going to satisfy her, and she'll never settle for someone like you. If you are not willing to treat her the way she ought to be treated, the way she treats you, then you are just never going to work out. Gee, 2 fights, or any other fights I've had with exes, this is starting to sound very familiar. I think they were watching my YouTube. She is going to walk away from you without a moment's notice, and you are going to be filled with regrets for the rest of your days. Are they sure they didn't watch my Facebook and YouTube when I walked away from this situation? Well, this is interesting. This is very interesting. I mean, this could be anybody, but this is hitting close to home recently. Like I said, I'm not singling, like Christopher out and his friends. I'm singling out all my exes because this is hitting close to home. Okay, let's see. It was never her fault, and you should never blame her. We can say something right here, but I think you already know. Nobody else likes being put in a position of imbalance. I didn't want to do it to you guys, but you had to see where the truth lies. She didn't want to have to be the one who always gave to the relationship but never received. I almost choked there. Yeah. Boy, that sounds very familiar. She did not want to let the relationship consume her entirely to the point where she loses sense of who she is and what she really wants out of life. No. Why, if I was going to be ignored? If I was going to be made into somebody else? Why do I stay? Because I missed the friendship, though. I do miss my friend. I would have loved to have been boyfriend and girlfriend if I had the chance, but I didn't get that chance. I had it for about 2 days. 2 days. And everybody else did what they did. So what was the point of me even bothering with anybody? I had to work this out myself. Because even this says it. She doesn't see love as a one-way street. She only sees it as a road built for two to travel together at the same pace. She doesn't want to have to end up the person who detests the very concept of love out of bitterness and disappointment. Hate to break it to you guys, but thanks to Christopher and his friends, it has come to that. And why no one can fix what Christopher broke. No one can fix what my exes broke. Because I have become the person who detests the very concept of love. because of Christopher's bitterness and the disappointment of another person lying to me and stabbing me in the back and having their friends dictate how life should be. So this is a very poignant article. It's very in depth, and it's very, how do I put it, to the point of what I've been trying to say. Opportunities were lost here and ended up being a chapter in a book that is being edited right now, again, because the copy I sent him was a proof copy. My editors want me to put stuff back in, little details. They think it might make a little better light between the both of us. But at the same time, thanks to him, I don't think anybody will ever be able to love me. Because, not that my standards are too high, the fact that no one wants to work at anything, the fact that no one wants to make it a two-way street, they only want it to go one way and their way. They don't want to listen with their heart because their friends' opinions matter more. Just like he said to me, his friends' writings and travels comes first, which means he had no time for me. I wasn't important. And that's what makes a relationship, someone being important to you. But he doesn't realize he was important to me. Before all the craziness, before all the leaving, he was important to me. He was my best friend. He was someone that knew how to make me smile, and everyone said that. It's rare to make me smile with all the darkness I have around me. But then again, the cowards that convinced him. See, I believe that's a sign when that thing goes off. Let me get tissue because I'm going to tear up. And it's not tears of being, you know what I mean? It's tears at the fact that my heart is frozen. What I mean by frozen is the fact that how can I trust people again? When someone said they weren't going to be like that. They were going to give me a fair chance. They wanted me to be there. And yet, they ignored me. They only wouldn't let me get close. And that hurts. All those years, what were they for? The same like all my other exes. What was the point of trying when you give up right away? What was the point of keeping me hidden? What were you embarrassed of? And that goes for friends, that goes for family, that goes for anything. What was the point of having me in your life if all you did was want to keep me hidden, ignore me, and make me out to be the bad guy because your life sucks? We're given a life, and it's got good and bad in it. And this generation thinks they're entitled to everything, and bullying is the best way to do it. No, it's not. I did these YouTubes to show that you have to see the whole truth and stop lying to yourself and to others. I am heartbroken because I saw what he wrote to make all of you happy. But in turn, he lost the one person that could have made him happy if he only tried to see if that would be one of the many possibilities in his life. Because I don't baby people. I don't like being hovered over. I don't like calling people names or anything, but because of the way you guys have treated me, they are warranted. I did not want to have to call the United Kingdom police, but you guys don't understand. Let me and him fix it. Let us have an opportunity. But you were selfish, jealous, hateful, and envious of everything because of how he portrayed, because he was more afraid to lose you, the people he supposedly call his friends. If you really were his friends, you would not have treated me the way you did. You would not have jumped the guns every time someone said something. You would have gotten the whole story. But clearly, you are cowards. Clearly, you need to read this. Clearly, you need to step up and be a human being. Because two 2 lives were lost here. 2 people lost opportunities. 2 people lost a chance to be still friends. Because all you guys ever think of is what is important to you and how you can manipulate things and what pill you're going to take next to make all your badness go away, to make all the darkness go away. Because that's what today is. Let's pop a pill, let's bully somebody, and that way we're the kings, we're the queens. No. From day one with this, you all have bullied me. From day one with all my other exes, they've kept me hidden because they were afraid. And it's time not to be afraid anymore. It is coming to be about 1 year since I took this trip to go see him. June 20th. 1 year. And in this 1 year, what has you guys done to help the situation? You would rather have 2 good friends who wanted to try something be miserable the rest of their lives? No, because you know why? This one good friend knows how to walk away, knows how to say, I forgive all of you, and knows that eventually, years down the road, just like many of my other exes, you will know when to say I'm sorry. You will know what you did was wrong. And that's when it shows, thank you. And that's when it shows you've grown up. When you can understand what it was to love somebody and care about somebody. Like I said, if you're going to let someone manipulate that I cannot be friends with you, or you're going to let someone bully me who's old enough to be your child, or vice versa, okay? Because they're not happy with the change in you, that says something about them and not you. That's when you should be standing up and saying, I'm tired of being belittled. I am tired of having this situation put upon me. You're not living if you're just doing the same routine over again. That's, like Einstein said, definition of madness. I may look like I'm existing and doing the same routine over and over again, but I am not. Because even though it sounds like it when I'm dating, yes, the definition of madness, I still learn lessons from it. And I learn what to look for in controlling people, in jealous people, in everything because of how I was treated by all my boyfriends. This is why I wanted to update you guys on everything. As well as why when things come to things with my glasses, people don't want to listen to me. People think they know everything. They say, I know everything. I don't know everything, but I do know what works for me. I do know what it's like to be told you are dumb, stupid, slow, that you're not going to be able to do anything. And I proved, thank you, and I proved people wrong. People said I was never going to graduate from college, and I got magna cum laude, okay? Graduating from college. I would love to get my master's, but there isn't a master's field yet in what I want to pursue. I don't want to be a teacher. Oh, hell no. No. Because teachers today are not teachers. They're just babysitters. If you were teachers, you would teach kids how to respect, have manners, and know how to spell things. I gave up my summers for my dyslexia, and from age, God, I was what, 12 years old till my first college, till I was in my 20s, having no life because I needed to learn how to read and write, and today no one has to. My father wasted so much money, he's pissed right now. Okay? I sit here and have to deal with all the adult bullies, all the craziness and everything, and I still manage to go on each day with a smile on my face. But like I said on Facebook and here before live, Facebook and everything else is a facade. At least here I'm more honest with you guys in the sense of you could see more of my hurt feelings. Facebook, because of entertainment purposes and everything, I have to not reveal more stuff. Like on here, at least I could tell you guys more of the abuse that's going on, more of the sadness, cry in front of you and everything. I don't like doing that on Facebook. No. Because Facebook is not where people care about you. Facebook is where you just put on an act. Just like Christopher did to all of you, the way he portrayed me. Let's look behind Facebook. Let's look behind everything, because that's the thing. Why don't we look behind the Iron Curtain? And I say Iron Curtain because it's not the green curtain from Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. The Iron Curtain, because that's what it is. Everyone puts up an iron wall, a wall, so no one can see in. I gave the example of the globe and the bubble and the balloon. Okay? Right now, Christopher is in a balloon. I'm in a bubble. Okay? The only reason I'm in a bubble right now is because there's too many things going on the outside that I don't want getting in. But you know what? I'm going to be popping my bubble. I got my pencil. Anytime soon, because I can't live with a frozen heart. I can start living because I went out. But the sad thing about it is the fact that someone will not let me go if they really don't care about me. Because I found out from guys that were trying to ask me out, and I asked them this question. I said, here's my situation. What would you do? And you know what they said to me? They said, that boy does love and care about you. Because we can feel it off of you. We know you want to move on. But at the same time, if he put this much effort into doing that, making you a video, making you all that other stuff, that says something too. And I told him, I said, well, someone told me he's trying to forget me. And they go, sweetie, I'm going to say this to you, and this is guy speak. When we try to forget a girl, it means we messed up big time. We are either going to try to fix it, or we are going to bury that feeling so far down that it's going to eat us alive and stress us out. And I love when that goes off. I said, okay, so what do I do? He go, well, the guys that I've been meeting, because I'm going to an event this Friday also, so I'm hoping to meet some people with like minds there. Basically said to me, how do I put it? You're just gonna have to ride this course. Try to date like you've been doing. Try to do whatever. But know in your heart, he's not letting you go because he doesn't want to lose. And I said to myself, is it because of the ego? Is it because of everything else? They said, guys don't like to lose when they know they're wrong, when they know that they screwed up. Because if they lose, it just shows that how did he put it? He put it in other words, and I want to put it in more polite words here. How do I put it in polite words what he said? Because he said something else, and I don't want this age restricted because I want everybody to see this. Okay? The polite words he put was, your man messed up, and because he is very shallow at this time, or very upset at the situation, or because of what you feel that was the message you were given about him, he doesn't know how to fix it at this time. So what he's going to do is try to forget you. And I've just met you all these past 2 days. This is what the guy said to me. Okay? Said to me, I can't forget you, even though I just met you. So I understand that for 4 years, and understand why he came back 4 times to you. I said, yeah, I've had other exes that have come back 2 times. They goes, yes. You're not forgettable. You have this sense of being a strong-willed, independent, sweetheart of a girl that gets misjudged and prejudged because others cannot see in themselves what we all see. That you care and love and don't care what this world has to say about things. That you know who you are, and that scares people. That you can stand up to bullies. That you can show them that they are wrong. You can show people a better life, but they're too scared to take that chance, to take that leap of faith. And sweetie, from what you told me, the leap of faith you took, you're going to be rewarded big time for that. You are going to have goodness come to you because of that. Because not many people would almost lose their job, lose their family, to take a chance on someone like that. Many are too scared. You did the biggest thing. That's what everyone fears. Because they know that you taking that leap of faith, nothing's going to stop you. And I said, well, there's one thing. And they go, yeah, but eventually summer's coming. And that frozen heart of yours will melt from the heat. Because eventually you're going to be doing more things and you're going to find there are more like minds. And it's his loss. See? And it's his loss that he threw away an opportunity to meet a person like you, who I would love to take out right now. But at the same time, I know you're healing, and I'm giving you the time that they didn't give you and him, that the two of you should have healed your hearts so that they're not frozen, that you're not putting a smile on for everybody else, that you're not lying to yourself, which I know you're not lying to yourself, but I can clearly understand that if you might presume that he is too. Okay? So the rest of it went on like that to the point where he was like, go to your events, go hang out with friends. You don't have to date anybody. Just heal your heart. And eventually, it'll melt and show more warmth and caring that you can give to others. But right now, he froze your heart, yes. Yes, he's the only one that could fix it. But prove him wrong, like you have been. Prove him wrong that you are living and not existing like him. And he gave me a hug and he was like, okay. So you see I'm crying. So, you know, and that's where I sit here and I go like, it's true. I am living. Granted, part of it, my illness will not let me do certain things. Like today I wanted to go out, but I'm in pain. So what I do, I'm going to finish writing this. I also wrote for the podcast today because I needed those few days to myself. I needed the time for me. I got rid of a box of paper. I mean, I am doing things that I was held back from because, like it said in there, I was making time for someone I thought that cared about me. But I wasn't going to beg because I don't beg. I just point out the fact that you're the one who wanted me back. You're the one who was happy I was there, only to have it be taken away because you let others make you feel embarrassed to even be with me. That's not right. And why I did these videos and why I got a lawyer and found out that God helped me with one of my friends. She went too far and above and beyond, but you know what? That tells you who a good friend is. To the point where she did prove to them that they believe in fantasy more than reality. To the point where it may have cost us our friendship, but we did put it back together a little bit. To the point where all my other friends that I found out there were 15 others. 15 other friends trying to fix what Christopher's friends had broke. I had 15 people on my side. That says something about who really cares and loves you. I never had that. I thought I was going to have that with Christopher. I thought I was finally going to have that. But no, I actually had 15 friends do what he couldn't do. And that's to help me combat the bullies. Who stood up for me. Who said, no, this is not her. And they were not going to let it hurt me. And that's why I'm crying. Tears of joy. Because I have finally found friends who I consider my family. And it is sad that Christopher missed out on an opportunity because others dictated how this would be. He missed out on coming to New York and seeing everything. He missed out on getting to know me, where there were no parents, no friends, no nothing. Because the only difference was my parents were going to stay out of things, but they were going to help, you know? He was more than welcome to stay here, the way I was welcomed into his house. But I don't know now. It's too long, it's too gone. And it's going to be a year. We've never fought this long. And I have to go now. So I will talk to you guys. Bye.